Uh-huh.
Ah, I see.
Wait, really? Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. This week's video is all about reacting to a video Why It Sucks to Be Born as a Tarantula by the anime person. His video will be also pinned in the description down below, so thank you for allowing us to watch the video. This video was recommended to me by my slightly arachnophobic and scared friend Grega, who is also visiting me today, and we decided to record this video because I don't think he's really interested in tarantulas, but he wants to learn more about them, and he's here to react to the video and share his input on the matter.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of spiders, but I did watch a few of his videos, and he's got funny videos. So when I saw this, I knew I had to recommend it to my friend because he is a big fan, a big collector, a person who knows his stuff about tarantulas. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best expert, but I know some stuff. So yeah, let's start the video and let's see
what it's all about.
Yeah.
You can't move, can't scream, can't even close your eyes as she drags you toward the hole, perfectly sized, freshly dug, your tomb. The wasp's venom has turned your body into a prison, but left your mind awake to experience every moment. She lowers you into the earth and places a single white egg on your paralyzed abdomen. The dirt begins to fall. Great. 20 years of perfect predation, and this is how it ends? It wasn't always this terrifying. Actually, wait, yes, it was. It's been this terrifying since the moment you were born. Let's start from the beginning.
So yeah, tarantula hawks are a horrible creature or an insect, in my opinion. If you want to watch it, there's some videos in YouTube. Basically, tarantula hawk is an animal or an insect, wasp type of thing. It's not really a hawk. It's an insect, about 5 inches big. It's pretty big. Pretty big insect. Basically, it's specialized in hunting tarantulas. As far as I know, it's present in the United States. But yeah, it bites down the tarantula, it paralyzes it, then it drags it to its den, inject eggs into the tarantulas, and also eats it alive. So it's not a nice way to go.
So it actually is like it says in the video.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a guy on YouTube who only records himself being bitten by different insects, and I do think he does get.
Yeah. What is it? His name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, exactly. And I know
Like Coyote Peterson, whatever.
I know his video I probably did watch because the tarantula hawk is like a blue big wasp, right?
It's a crazy animal. You can watch, people at home, you can watch this video. In the corner, you can see the name Tarantula Hawk versus Tarantula, if you want to watch what it looks like. But yeah.
Okay, then we can probably watch this one as well after this one.
Yeah.
You develop in darkness. Warm, sticky darkness. Your limbs are pressed against hundreds of others. Legs, abdomens, tiny claws all packed into one silk prison no bigger than a golf ball. You're one of 1,000. 1,000 spiderlings crammed into a single silk egg sac that your mother guards in the depths of her burrow. There's no escape, no personal space. Your mother is out there somewhere. You can feel her presence through the silk walls, a massive guardian protecting her precious cargo.
So yeah, an interesting fact for you and you listening. All tarantulas make a egg sac of spiders, but a lot of African species just make a web mat and put the eggs on. So everybody lays eggs and everybody makes like kind of a mat or a ball of webbing around the eggs, so the tarantula babies stay more protected. All other different spiders, it's not necessary that they lay egg sacs or they make a webbing mat for babies. They can even carry them in their back and stuff. So tarantula specific is that all of them make a webbing, a mat, tarantula mat for like to lay eggs on, or they create like a ball where all the babies are inside until they are ready to hatch.
He's been tending this sack for weeks, but you've never seen her face. Then, something changes. Vibrations through the silk. Different. Intentional. Your mother is doing something. The walls around you begin to thin, stretched and pulled from the outside. Light seeps in. Freedom. The silk walls give way as your mother carefully peels them apart. You scramble toward the opening, crawling over bodies, desperate to breathe something other than sibling-scented air. You spill out into the dim burrow alongside hundreds of your siblings. The air feels cool and vast. The floor is rough dirt. The walls are silk-lined earth. And towering above you is a massive, hairy mountain. Your mother. You're no bigger than a pinhead with a body.
So I wanted to ask a silly question because I'm not completely sure, but he describes it as the best thing ever when the spiders come out and they see their place, right? But do the spiders actually like see like we do? I mean, is it explained, or do they just feel everything?
What, inside the egg sac?
Yeah, and also when they hatch, or how do you say?
Yeah, they do hatch. I mean, it's kind of a hatching, but it's not, because it's not an egg.
Yeah,
Is it hatching? I don't know, maybe. Yes, and also I don't really know, because in the hobby you don't really let them be inside an egg or in the egg sac. So the mother lets them out, or they break out on their own. When they're big enough, when they're not eggs, basically tarantula has 3 stages of existence when it's still not a tarantula. It's N1, N2, and N3. It's in the hobby, you don't need to remember it. Basically, first state is just an impregnated egg sac, which has tarantulas in them. Tarantulas can make egg sacs which has no life in them. They can just eggs that are not impregnated by male, so that's why I'm saying impregnated. So it's eggs which have tarantulas in them, which is like tarantula. And then the second stage is from the egg balls, tarantula eggs, you can look it up how they look like. They create some legs and a mouth. They can't eat, I think they can't see, they can feel, but it's just basically like a giant egg with few legs.
Okay.
And then N3 stage is basically more like a tarantula, but not really still. It's starting to get colors and hairs, which it doesn't have in the first stage, but it is a tarantula, not really. And then they they molt again, basically in all these stages. How they progress is they molt. They leave their exoskeleton behind and they progress to the next stage. And in the final stage is from L1, which is the common name when they start to become a tarantula or a bird spider, whatever you would call it. It's when they get their abdomen, they get their colors and urticating hairs, and they are tarantula from then on. And they can eat. Before that, they can eat like their dead brothers and sisters, but not really.
Okay.
They're still independent. But yeah, tarantula hobbyists usually take them out when they get their eggs first, and then you hatch them for like 90 days, and in that period some of them die, some of them don't, and after that they develop into spiders. And most of them, species who are communal, you can keep together, but after they become spiders you need to separate them, otherwise they eat each other. Before that, they can be in the same egg hatching, what is it, aviary. It's not really aviary because it's not an eggs, but yeah, they can be the same containment where it's moist and damp, and they get to their mold. So
Pretty interesting then. Okay, let's continue watching the video.
yeah, I mean, I had like 5 eggs or 6, but before I never got to the stage where female opens the egg sac. So yeah, but they usually do open the egg sac in the wild, and they let them out. But the problem is then in the wild, it doesn't matter, but a lot of them die before they hatch. So that's why tarantula hobbyists take them out of the egg sac when they can. So the chances of getting them with higher numbers getting to the actual tarantula part is higher. So yeah.
Interesting.
Body's softer than wet paper. Instinct kicks in. You and your siblings begin climbing her legs, scrambling for real estate on her back. You claw over your sister, Carol, to a spot near Mom's head where the ride will be the most stable. Other spiderlings cluster around you in shifting crowds. Some lose their grip and plummet to the leaf litter. You don't look down, you just grip tighter. But the free ride is ending. Without warning, your mother begins to shake. Subtle at first, then violent, deliberate tremors. She is telling you something. Get off, now. You don't want to leave, but she keeps shaking until clinging becomes impossible. One by one, spiderlings lose their grip and tumble into the undergrowth. You hold on as long as you can, but physics wins. You slip. You land hard on rotting leaves, stunned and alone. The world is suddenly massive. Every twig a fallen tree, every pebble a boulder. You look up for your mother, but she's already walking away. Her job is done. Scattered around you are dozens of siblings, all just as lost and terrified. You scatter in all directions, each finding cover, a crack in a log, a gap between stones. You stop beside a moss-covered rock. Time to dig your first burrow. Your first burrow is a disaster. You scrape at dirt with claws designed for silk spinning, not excavation. After hours of desperate digging, you've created a pathetic scrape barely deep enough to hide your abdomen.
Yeah, also what I wanted to say is only communal mothers, communal means the tarantulas can live together. Some of the species, not all, basically 90% of the species can't live together. So the 10% that can, mother can actually take care of them in the nature as well. There is a species in Socotra Island called Monocentrophus brefori, which is really cool because scientists have been filming them in the nature where they take care of each other and feed each other and everything. It's really cool. I also have that species, so I know, because the mother has been with their children for like 2 years now and none of them got eaten. So yeah, but most of them, yeah, mother, when the eggs hatch, she just goes away.
Yeah.
She goes bye-bye and
Yeah. And like you said, some are carried with her, and then like it says in
no, videos, not really, because only communal can like be with their mother. They just, it's like, it's a funny video type of thing. They climb on
it's
the
more
mother.
of a parody.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they don't really do that. She just leaves them and they scatter around the environment and that's it.
But it's yours. You line it with whatever silk you can produce. Thin, weak strands. You crouch in your hole and wait. Hunting is mostly waiting. You press against the silk-lined walls and feel for vibrations, footsteps of potential prey walking above. When a small beetle stumbles near your entrance, you explode upward in a frenzy of legs and fangs. Oh, that was embarrassing. Hopefully no one was watching. Each failed hunt teaches you timing, positioning, and more about the art of ambush. Your burrow grows deeper, more sophisticated. You add a trap door made of silk and camouflaged with dirt. You create escape tunnels. And you molt. Every few weeks, your body outgrows its skin. You seal yourself in your burrow, split your exoskeleton down the back, and crawl out soft and vulnerable. For hours, you're basically a spider-shaped water balloon waiting for your new skin to harden. Each molt reveals something new: thicker legs, stronger fangs, and most importantly, urticating hairs. Special defensive bristles on your abdomen. Your first successful hair kick comes when a curious ant gets too close. You rear up, spin around, and scrape your hind legs across your abdomen. A cloud of microscopic barbed hairs fills the air. The ant retreats, pawing at its face, probably wondering why it feels like it stuck its head in fiberglass insulation. You're growing into something dangerous. That confidence lasts exactly 3 months. You're hunting from your burrow when you feel it, a shadow passing overhead. Not a leaf, not a cloud. Something with wings. Something hunting. You freeze. Above you.
So I've seen I know that you and another friend always talk about the hairs. So I do know that they do that. They flick their hairs. Also, another thing in the video, he said like tarantulas makes a trap door. That's probably not real.
No,
It's a parody, I guess.
it's a trap door in a sense that she lays a webbing on the floor
Ah.
and inside the burrow she can sense if something goes on it. it's not a trapdoor spider, so if an insect comes to it, it doesn't fall into the trap.
Okay.
Trapdoor spider literally makes like a hole in the dirt, and then it's inside that hole, and then when it feels an insect going past it,
Yeah.
it jumps out of the hole, grabs it, and goes inside
Ah.
in a second. So that's the trapdoor. This is not really a trapdoor, but
Huh.
yeah.
And as you said, every time it molts, it gets better. It gets stronger.
Yeah, but it's also the problem if it's the weakest when it molts,
Yeah.
and it also can get legs stuck inside, and it can die inside of a mold. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's all a problem of tarantulas. And also urticating hairs. For you who don't know tarantulas very much, basically tarantulas separate to two sides of it, to two basically major groups: New World and Old World. New World is North and South America. It has urticating hairs. It venom is not as strong as it. It's like a bee sting if it bites you, and it's slower. That's the main characteristics. It also lives longer. Some species can live up to 30 years. Old worlds don't have urticating hairs. They do have hairs around their body, but they don't shoot the hairs out of them, of their abdomen. They're faster. They're much faster. Their venom is more potent, and they live shorter lives.
So there is a difference actually.
Yes, there is a big difference. Even if you look at it, uh, it's just much faster, and it's so for like new beginner keepers for tarantulas, I always recommend New World, because even if it bites you, it's nothing serious, and it even if it escapes, it's not too fast.
Oh.
Old worlds sometimes are really crazy. So
Okay, interesting.
old world is India, Africa,
Mhm.
even in Cyprus, like we have European tarantulas, it is considered an old world. It is not a new world tarantula. So, yeah, that's the main difference.
The shadow circles, then lands. A tarantula hawk lands nearby, 3 times your size. She begins hunting methodically, tapping the ground with her antenna, following vibrations to your burrow. You retreat deep into your tunnel. She starts digging. Dirt rains down as she excavates toward you. Desperate, you kick urticating hairs at the entrance. She retreats, pawing at her face, but doesn't leave. She waits. You seal the tunnel with silk and dirt and wait for hours in silence. When you finally emerge, she's gone. And you know she'll be back. They always come back. You're 2 years old now, and you've earned every day. Your burrow has become a fortress, 3 feet deep, silk-lined, with multiple escape routes and a trapdoor so perfectly camouflaged that even you sometimes forget where you put it. You've mastered ambush predation. You've stretched silk tripwires in a 20-foot radius around your entrance. Step on one, and you know everything: size, direction, species, and whether dinner just delivered itself. A cricket walks into your web of detection. Your venom floods its nervous system. You drag your prize back to your burrow. This is what you were designed for: patient, efficient, deadly. You've never been more in control. And that's precisely when nature decides to complicate your perfectly ordered world. It starts on a Tuesday in October. You're sitting in your burrow when you feel it, drumming, rhythmic, intentional. Someone's knocking. You freeze. The drumming comes again. 3 quick taps. Pause. 3 more taps. It's a pattern, a code. There's a male tarantula out there, and he's either very brave or very desperate. You creep to your entrance and peer out. He's small, maybe half your size, with longer legs optimized for wandering rather than hunting. He sits 10 feet from your door, drumming the ground with his front legs and probably praying you're in a romantic mood rather than a cannibalistic one. This male has completed his death march. For weeks, he's been exposed, driven from his burrow by hormonal compulsion, abandoning 6 years of survival strategy for one desperate shot at genetic immortality. He's walked through territories crawling with predators, dodged cars, survived hawks and snakes. His body is already shutting down. He'll be dead within days whether you mate with him or not. He approaches slowly, tapping out his species-specific rhythm like spider Morse code. Step, tap, 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 pause. He's advertising his genetic credentials, his desperate hope that you won't eat his face before he completes his biological mission. You let him approach. His palps tap against your front legs, gentle, hesitant, like someone shaking hands with a live grenade. The transfer is quick, efficient, almost anticlimactic. He deposits his genetic contribution, and then you retreat to your burrow with your precious cargo. Your body changes.
So yeah, basically, that's the tarantula males, how they live. Basically, when they reach maturity, all they do is, because they're driven by hormones, as he said, they walk outside in nature, and that's why you can see a lot of the tarantulas in like summer or in late what is it? You see, autumn.
Autumn.
In late autumn, you can see them walking around, and basically what they're doing is searching for females, like this one in the video,
Okay.
who is inside of a closed space. He can sense her key that she is there, and that's their basically what their life goal is, to find a female before they die, so they can impregnate the female and keep their genome alive. So and the genus, his genus. So yeah,
I mean,
that's basically it.
I know you already told me about it, but doesn't the female always eat the spider at the end?
No,
Not always.
no, it doesn't matter. That's what is it? That's not a grasshopper. Mantis. Mantis always, when it mates with the male, it must eat his head so he can get her busier, so he can, while he's dead, he can impregnate her. But tarantulas, it doesn't always happen.
Okay.
It's like in New World species, it's a very really rare.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like it's like a 20% chance. It depends on the female and the species again, but it doesn't always happen. In old worlds, there is such a big size difference between the males and females.
Yeah.
The male is fifth of the size of a female
Mm-hmm.
if she's big, so there is more of a chance because of that. But it doesn't always happen even in the old worlds. No,
Yeah. And the male lives a relatively shorter life than
like a
the
third
female.
of the, like, if this is a New World tarantula, let's say, it lives up to 20 years if it's a Brachypelma species, and the male lives 5 years. When he reaches maturity, he has about 1 year to find a female or something, and then he dies. In old worlds, it's even shorter. He lives like 2 months, and then he dies when he reaches maturity. It's crazy. So yeah.
Swells. Your abdomen grows heavy with hundreds of developing eggs, and for the first time in your life, you feel something other than hunger and caution. You feel protective. You spin. For weeks, you work on the most important construction project of your life, a silk egg sac. Layer upon layer of strong, weather-resistant webbing until you've created silk Fort Knox for your unborn children. You pack it with your eggs, seal it tight, and place it in the deepest part of your burrow. Your hunting efficiency drops to 0. You can't leave the sack unguarded. Every vibration sends you into high alert. A beetle walks too close, you charge out, ready to defend your children with every fang in your mouth. Weeks pass. The sack grows darker. You can feel movement inside, tiny legs pressing against silk walls.
Wow.
One morning, carefully open the sack yourself. Hundreds of tiny tarantulas spill out, scattering across your burrow walls and ceiling. Every corner and every crack becomes occupied. For weeks, you share your space with this restless crowd. Your solitary sanctuary has become chaos. Eventually, biology wins. The babies grow too big, too hungry to share. One by one, they venture to your burrow entrance and disappear into the night to stake out their own territories. You settle back into your suddenly quiet home, feeling the relief of having successfully secured your legacy. Congratulations! You're 20 years old now. In human terms, you're middle-aged. In tarantula terms, you're ancient. Your legs move differently now, stiffer, more deliberate. Your reflexes, once sharp enough to snatch flies out of midair, now lag behind your instincts by crucial milliseconds. Your burrow shows the wear. Silk lines hang loose. Your trap door doesn't close as tightly. The tripwires you once maintained with engineering precision now sag and snap in the wind. Hunting becomes harder. A grasshopper lands near your entrance, and by the time you react, it's already hopping away. Your perfect timing starts to fail when you need it most. You spend more time deep in your burrow, not from strategy, but from exhaustion. You're sitting near your burrow entrance when you hear it, a familiar buzz. Wings. This sound is purposeful, predatory. She stands 30 feet away, the same species that almost got you years ago. Maybe the same individual. Maybe your daughter, who knows? It doesn't matter. You try to retreat, but your legs betray you. The quick, explosive movement that once saved your life now comes out as an arthritic shuffle. The wasp approaches with apex predator confidence. She knows exactly what you are, where you live, and how to end you. She walks straight toward your burrow like she owns the place. You rear up in your final threat display, front legs raised, fangs exposed, urticating hairs ready to fly. Then she moves. She's faster than memory, faster than fear. Her approach is surgical. She dances around your strikes, avoids your hair kick, and positions herself exactly where she needs to be. Her stinger strikes with devastating precision. The venom hits your nervous system like a biological EMP. Your legs lock up one by one. Your body goes rigid, but your mind stays crystal clear. You can see everything, feel everything, understand exactly what's happening. You're awake for all of it. The wasp inspects you with quality control thoroughness. She prods your legs, tests your paralysis, ensures her product meets specifications. Satisfied, she grabs you by the leg and begins to drag you. Dirt and debris scrape it.
Yeah, so basically throughout all this process, Tarantula is still alive. Even if the Tarantula hawk, starts to eat it, it's not dead yet.
Ah,
So it's a horrible way to go.
Against your face as she pulls you toward her own burrow, deeper, darker, and more final than any home you ever built. She stops at the entrance and digs, widening the opening just enough for your paralyzed body. Then, she drags you down into the earth. The chamber is perfectly sized, just big enough for your body. Your tomb, your nursery, your final resting place. The wasp positions you carefully, adjusting your legs, ensuring you fit properly in your underground coffin. She leans over you with scientific precision and deposits a single pearl-white egg on your abdomen. She pats it into place with her front legs, ensuring proper adhesion. Then, she looks you in the eyes one last time. Not with malice, but with the professional satisfaction of a job well done. Dirt rains down, light disappears, sound fades to nothing. You're buried alive, conscious and paralyzed, in perfect preservation for what comes next. The egg hatches in darkness. You feel it, a soft movement against your exoskeleton. The larva is tiny, but it knows exactly what to do. It begins to feed immediately. It starts with your hemolymph, your spider blood, sipping it like fine wine. Then your fat reserves. Then your muscles. It's methodical, careful, programmed by millions of years of evolution to keep you alive as long as possible. The cold truth is, fresh meat just tastes better. You feel every bite. The larva grows carefully, avoiding your vital organs, keeping you conscious throughout the feast. Days blend into weeks. Finally, mercifully, it ends. The larva has finished its meal, grown fat on your body, ready to pupate and become another wasp to terrorize another generation of spiders. It spins its cocoon right there in your hollowed-out shell, using your corpse as a cradle. You spent 20 years perfecting the art of ambush predation, and you ended up as meal prep for a wasp larva that will never know your name. Oh boy, it sucks to be born as a tarantula.
so yeah, that's a pretty gruesome death.
It's a horrible way to go. And yeah, I don't know the exact details if it does lay eggs every time.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't, it's just like dragging your ass to the burrow and leaving you there in eating you, or just laying eggs on you is just a horrible way to die. So
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I only have one more question. As you said, the wasp is primarily found in America, right?
I'm not 100% sure. I can fact check that, but
I mean, um, let's say if there are tarantulas in Europe, what are there? What are the, how they say it, the species that do the natural predators?
I mean, the only tarantula in Europe is in Cyprus
Haha.
or in Turkey. I don't think there's some in Greece, but it's not even close to here
Ah, okay, okay.
because the winter gets too cold. It would it's I mean, if it was a possibility they would be here,
Yeah.
they would already be here. Basically, they need a deserty environment to exist, and it's not humid enough either, so they can't be, because some tarantulas do live in the tropics and stuff like that,
Mhm.
in rainforests, but it's not humid enough, so there's no way. Where can I see where they live? Yeah, it's considered one of the most painful things in the world. Yeah.
I see.
Wait, really?
So
It exists in you?
yeah.
Oh God.
So it is a natural
It's not in
elsewhere.
Slovenia. Yeah, but it's not in Slovenia, I guess, because it's not warm enough.
Yeah.
I think it also needs, yeah. Mediterranean basin. We are not really in Mediterranean, so. But yeah, it's crazy.
Interesting.
Africa and Americas. Yeah, I saw the videos where it's hunting in America. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week's video. What is your input, Greta?
So yeah, I think it's a really good parody video. I like Animal Person's videos. He makes really good ones. So yeah, guys, I do recommend if you do want to watch it, go watch his channel. He makes awesome videos, and well, he was right almost for everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a parody based, so I do get it. So it's not like 100% scientific, but yeah, it is like that.
Hmm.
So it's a really good video. I would recommend you watch it. So it will be in the description down below.
Yeah, agree.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, leave a like, comment down below. If you want more stuff like this, and I will see you guys in the next week's video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.